doubles world championship. Now we go back to the pro side with Trey Burchfield and Adam Hissner back on the court, taking on Chris Kingsbury and Alan Rawls. A double and singles win, looking for his first world championship. And for Trey Burchfield there on the right in the black jersey, just 21 years old, 19 career titles in the ACL, one away from tying Matt Guy. So what a huge opportunity here for both teams. Doubles World Championship final.
All right, for this one here, let's look for a lot more bag traffic. Something tells me this one's going to be a little bit more strategic. Strategic meaning there's going to be obstacles in the way with blocks. We're going to be using the full box for step outs, air mails, rolls. I think that's what we're going to get in this matchup.
Yeah, this first round is clean, but you know, we see this, because I agree with you, Anthony, at some point it's going to get dirty, right? But we see this sometimes where it's kind of like, you know, we've talked about this, kind of like a boxing match, right? They just kind of run bags for a little bit, just kind of feel it out, and then all of a sudden, you get a game.
100%. Again, speed's so important in this game. Using those first couple rounds just to kind of calibrate how hard you're going to throw, where's my landing spot, and then you typically flip on your strategy.
There you go, baby. Make them count. 2 more, baby. Come on.
Kingsbury with an early miss. And again, this is a guy who always wants to stay right down the middle. That one a little left again, but falls in.
Take your time. Finish. Get up in there. That's all right. That's fine.
Yeah, I like the communication for Burchfield right out of the gate. Rawls and Kingsbury, you typically don't get much. I mean, from an excitement level, you know, we're talking vanilla, right? But Burchfield and Hissner, they're going to get barking a little bit, and they'll kind of get on each other's case. You think they might be arguing, but it's almost just like two brothers kind of going at it a little bit. So if they get heated and going back and forth, and you see that tonight, that's normal for them and really their comfort zone.
Good shot of Alan Rawls out of the Jacksonville, Florida area.
Shot, Trey. My bad.
5 bags left in the round. That bag will drip. Trey's already counting those points. And there was a block attempt there out to the left, leaving it open. What Trey just did, he leaned that bag to the right side, allowing this right to left hook. So that little shaping of shot put him in the level 1.
Oh my God.
Allen upset as he misses another one. Leaks it to the left, and Burchfield able to clip his bag to get it in, but then flies it off the back.
I rushed it.
And Rawls is in. Burchfield saying it's all right, we got one. Makes it 5-0 here early.
Stay hot for me, baby. Stay hot.
Adam Hissner out of Ohio. Back in the semifinals in his post-game interview with me, you could tell emotional. It's back in 2021. He lost his best friend in a tragic motorcycle accident. They were actually building a cornhole facility to be able to play in together. And it was just so emotional what happened. He would end up winning the qualifier that same week, and then went on that season to win the championship in the shootout. And obviously when we heard him talking to Michelle, he thinks about him every time he plays.
Way to pick me up.
Matter of fact, just another coincidence with this. I remember when we were in Canton, won his first ever national singles title on the anniversary date.
That was wild.
Yeah.
That was a little bit creepy wild.
Yep. He's just always with Adam.
Yeah, big moment we talked about for Burchfield. Yes, an opportunity to tie Matt Guy in all-time titles at 20, but Burchfield also made the Final Four in singles. What about a sweep at Worlds for doubles and singles for Burch, and then the icing on the cake, you take the lead in all-time ACL titles?
Bag, bud. Finish. Shot.
Yep, Trey likes that one.
Ooh, almost hangs up. That one's going to get some drippy drip. A deep breath from Rawls. He shakes his head. Yeah, we see Hissner there. Also another big moment this season. We talked about partner swaps with Philip Lopez. Adam Hissner now throwing with Trey Burchfield. Long-time partner of Cody Henderson. His entire career, 6 years. So a big change for Hissner here. He won some Nationals doubles titles with Cody Henderson.
There you go.
Now on the world stage with a new partner in Trey Burchfield.
Hissner leaked out to the left, so Kingsbury with the chance to get his first points, and now that one a little bit to the right, but Hissner should be able to collect it. As Kingsbury can somehow bully it, and now it drips even further in.
Yep, way to finish.
Easy shot for Hissner.
Way to finish.
And now Kingsbury here for 2. And he gets it, just banks it
bag was over there.
off of Hissner's bag, and
As long as it goes in.
Adam's saying you're welcome.
And that's a pro-level move. When you have a bumper, we call it a bumper, you have that assist out to the left.
I know.
You're no longer aiming middle of the hole. Make it bigger. You're basically picking a spot between the bumper and the hole, so you are moving your line left.
Second bag for Trey Burchfield. Again, Trey just 21 years old. This is such a huge opportunity for him. I mean, just a big weekend. So he's competing, obviously, today in the doubles World Championship final. We will see him again in singles. So he has not only 1, but 2 opportunities to either tie or even pass Matt Guy for number 1 on the all-time wins list. But this one misses off to the right. Here it is, Trey Burchfield again tied with Jamie Graham and Mark Richards at 19, just 1 behind Matt Guy. And you know, Matt was unable to pad his lead at all this year. I mean, we never saw him in a broadcast final, so he's still stuck on 20.
Yeah, all season. Never saw him on a broadcast to protect that lead, and it actually, we were looking up a little bit earlier, it actually goes to kind of middle of last season. The last time he won a title, so a drought, if you will, for Matt Guy on attempts to add to that total 20.
Boy, one of the differences too. I mean, Matt Guy's been playing the game forever, right? I mean,
make him hit the shot.
What, the better part of at least 2 decades? And on the other side, Burchfield's just 21.
Watch a strategic play for a block first. We know he's going to go. He's going to go now. Come on. Oh, and he hits it clean. That's actually a good case scenario. That's going to prevent the push from Adam. He's just going to have to lay up. This is a double drag airmail on 4 for possibly 4 points or more.
Oh my gosh, Chris Kingsbury hits the drag again. And now Hissner with 2 in front of the hole.
He's gonna try and push 2 bags.
Oh, wow. And it chips off the back of the board. It's gonna be a huge round for Chris Kingsbury, and watch this shot again.
This is essentially gonna be a 7-point airmail. He wants to hit center, double drag. What a shot for Chris, he is pumped.
And we've got a timeout and a completely different game. An 11-0 run right now by Alan Rawls and Chris Kingsbury.
Get hot, boy. Come on. I gotta get hot. Come on.
Just hear Trey Burchfield talking to himself.
He said, I gotta get hot. The guy's throwing a 10-7-5. I mean, it doesn't get much hotter than that, but you're right. If your opponent's throwing an 11, you throw an 11-3. And Burchfield has the capability to do that.
Great to see Trey Burchfield back on a national stage again. So much success early on. Then went through a little bit of downtime, right? Working with his game. But now back here in 2024 and looking for a world championship.
Perfect back block. I said at the beginning, we're going to see a little bit more traffic, more strategic play. That's exactly what we saw. Rawls backing everything up. We're going to get either an airmail or a push. The call is a push. So he's going to step out, come in slick side for speed, and try and clean up the left side.
Oh, comes in hot.
Right on his mark, he basically moved every blocker over to the right side. He still has the advantage. He has 2 for 1 on the hole. 2 for 1, meaning 2 of his bags. Can he reach this bag? It'll be tough. He might just play it safe and go in. Oh, and he reaches out, almost gets it.
Just about got it.
My bad, Adam.
There's that
Get
step
hot
out,
for me.
and
Come
he
on.
attacks the right side. He's comfortable because he has help. He has those bumpers
hot
on the
for me.
right. Just couldn't get them both.
Ended up being a wash, so it stays a 6-point game. And that one just rips in for Kingsbury.
And that's what you're going to get out of that bag. That Viper R really does have max drip. What's nice about that bag is it is slow enough, enough friction to give you the cuts and rolls that you need, but you also get drip. That's usually the unicorn of bags when you get both characteristics.
Hissner follows and puts them all in. Chris Kingsbury out of St. Petersburg, Florida. And Hissner is in, so another wash on this end. Chris Kingsbury, just his 2nd year as a pro. Lost in the national doubles final in Canton, lost in singles world championship final last year here against Jamie Graham, so just in his 2nd year, but wow, he's been on the stage a lot.
Yeah, this guy's a stud. Really like him on and off the boards. Super nice guy. Super successful in other, what was it, the World Championship in ping pong as well. He really put
Beer
some time.
pong, yeah.
Or excuse me, yeah, beer pong. Spent some
Even
time
better.
in that. Yeah. Spent some time in that for a while as well.
Come on.
Just seems to be good at whatever he does. Thinking Olympics. I got that ping pong we were watching last night on the Olympics in my mind, Jeff.
That was amazing. That was incredible. I've never been that fast at anything in my life.
He's going to roll that one.
Back.
He's okay with the collect, but he was trying to go over the top, leave that there for Rawls to clean up.
Rawls, perfect round. And Burchfield able to just get that one to hang on. So another wash. Well, you kind of alluded to it, but you know Burchfield and Hissner are not going to make this easy. I think during that last media timeout, you and I both looked at each other and were like, this isn't over yet.
There's no way. Both of these guys really dominating the whole season, both singles and doubles. Like I mentioned, they got hot early. It was kind of weird when we got into the pro division and they didn't carry over all that success. We expected to come out and win a national right away.
Got to be patient.
Didn't really have the appearances, but then they got better in singles. They both bumped up into the ranks. We saw Hissner show up at 3 of the 4 Final Fours in singles. They're one of the best players in the division, both doubles and singles, so they're not out of this.
You know, on top of everything else we talked about with Chris Kingsbury,
Make this last shot
8
count.
years in the Air Force. So military veteran as well. Ooh, off target. That one hurts, and Hissner is down the middle. Pushes them both in. That'll be a couple of points, 11-7. So that snaps the 11-0 run.
That's that block paying off. Kingsbury threw that one just a little bit harder than he normally does to try and push through the block. He knows Hissner has a ridiculous airmail. He didn't want to leave it short. And that just moved his line a little bit left. A block scoring you points.
Hard to believe we're at the end of the season. The 4 majors, all so incredible to watch. And now here in the final event of the year for the doubles world championship.
Finish.
And Rawls can't get it to fall. And look at this. Now a 4-0 run back the other way and back to a 2-point game.
Hissner, let's go, baby.
We talked about how drippy that bag is. He was off by a half inch to the left. That bag falls in. This is a game of fractions of an inch, there's no doubt.
Kingsbury just, it seems like he plays so long as Hissner misses off to the left. Kingsbury, look at the way he just reaches out.
Again, keep an eye on that.
Good
A
shot.
lot of drip. That's actually going to help him.
Finish.
He's got a bumper here. He's got a bumper here. He's just going to kind of come up and work through there. Bounce his way to the hole.
Third.
And there it goes. So looking at 2 again.
Hey, way to finish. I gotta help you.
Trying to get a couple back and gives it away. It'll be a wash. Stays 11-9.
That was some women's final vibes right there. An opportunity to go get points and selling on bag 4 for Kingsbury. Those add up when you're going against a team like Burchfield and Hissner.
Love seeing the confidence that Trey Burchfield is playing with right now. Again, just 21 years old, playing against just a scrappy Alan Rawls. I feel like Trey has matured so much, right, since we first saw him. I mean, how old was he? About 15, 16 when we first saw him?
He was like a trader and a Hicks that we saw early, you know, really kind of mid-teens when we first started to see him.
And
He's
really,
a beast.
he got the nickname the Robot for many reasons. One, because he was really good, obviously. But 2, he just never really said anything. And now you just see him opening up and talking to himself and his partner. Upset here, obviously, with the miss. And Alan Rawls will take advantage and makes the lead 4.
We're only down 4, Adam. Stay hot. Let's go.
You know, just got me thinking. I keep hearing Burchfield in my ear, but I'm not hearing Hissner as much, and we know how vocal Hissner is.
Great point. Yeah, shocking, right? We're talking about
Kind of the
Burchfield.
roles reversed a little bit.
Yeah, Burchfield's totally the one being more vocal. And you're right, I haven't heard a word from Adam. Adam, when he hits a big shot or 4-baggers, has the signature boom. You'll hear him just yell out. Haven't even heard that. Flips that one in. So a clean round.
Even still, I mean, Hissner throwing a 10.38, but he's bleeding points to Kingsbury's 10.75. I mean, that's a great run for Hissner, and we could see a few of those just weird shots, but we're talking about a couple bags. That's the difference in the match.
You mentioned it earlier. Anytime you see a 4-point game, we're not quite there yet, but when you see a 4-point game late, it's scary, right? Because I see a lot of 2-2-2, but you can easily get 4 points in a round to totally flip a match.
Alan Rawls was attacking that, trying to collect, and he chased too much.
Wow,
he's going nose down, which allows a right to left cut. Missed his mark off the
let's
back.
Stay hot, baby. Let's stay hot.
This could end up being 3. We'll see what happens here with the last couple of bags. Oh, wow. What's Trey going to do here?
That's going to tempt him. He's got every shot. Cut, roll, air, whatever he's comfortable with.
Looking to roll around it. Can't quite cut it in, but he's still going to get 3. And we've got a 1-point game.
Look at that. You see how you see the non-logo side, and then bang, you get that bounce. The left side tips up, and it goes into this kind of bicycling move.
We're here.
That was all intentional to move right to left around that blocker.
We've talked a lot, I feel like, about the ultra bags that Kingsbury's throwing. What are these bags that Hissner's throwing right now? Is it a big contrasting style to the ultras?
No, actually, they're in the same family of fabrics. They're not going to be identical, but they're in that same family. So you're going to get real similar characteristics.
Hissner gets deflected off to the left, and Kingsbury able to shut the door on this round and take 2.
All right. Just got to stay hot. We got to fight.
I am so with you, Anthony. This is strange. Like, is Hissner's mic not working?
It's kind of oddly quiet over there.
Yeah.
On that side from Hissner, especially on this stage. I mean, this guy gets fired up at this level of play at a world championship.
All right, just got confirmation from Ryan Jordan, our producer in the truck. No mic issues. He's just not saying a word. This is just so weird. Strange to just see him so quiet there.
Yeah, when you walk into a cornhole event, you know where Adam Hissner
Absolutely.
is. You can hear him at anywhere in the venue.
Yes. Oh, just drops back in.
Almost did it again.
Yeah, watch the speed coming through. Again, speed control so important. Didn't control, and it goes whole back. But gets a little help from the hole.
baby.
Look at the look, Jeff. He's like, yo, that was close.
Ooh,
Don't
little
chase,
short
just
right.
finish.
That barely caught the front edge of the board. Looked like it hit that Miller's Ale House logo there in the bottom right corner. Kingsbury
Take your time. Finish.
leaks it off to the
Go,
right.
Take your time. Make it count.
A subtlety there for Hissner if you're in the room. He went about 3 foot higher than he normally does. He's getting around the back. Getting around meaning if you got higher height and you hit the board harder, you get a little bounce, and he's able to kind of work his way around the left side of that bag.
Let's go!
We kind of talked about that earlier, Jeff. When you have clockwise motion of going around the left side of the bag, it tends to gear around. We take a kind of a slow look here. So again, clockwise motion, and when you make contact with the left side of the bag, it actually gears around. Instead of pushing it, it pulls it. At one point, Burchfield said, I just need to get hot, and he did, Jeff. He's leading the pack right now at a PPRs at 10.7. Over 10 rounds of play. I suppose 11 rounds of play at this point.
Rawls just goes right in behind Burchfield.
Might get an airmail here. Again, he has every shot. He's gonna roll it instead.
Too strong.
Rawls gonna be tempted by the airmail. He has this drag here on the back. He could drag his own bag. He does not have a roll bag like Burchfield does. He's going up.
Oh, hits it clean. We'll see if that bag is still gonna hang.
On gives up 3.
And that one's gonna stop short. And Rawls' bag does not go, but look at this.
Max Ark, he has that front load. You see how it kind of dips front? And bang, he'll take the airmail, but he wanted that drag. He wanted that drag
We're only down 6.
of his blue bag sitting at the 4 o'clock. That's why he was like, come on.
I mean, that would have been a devastating blow. Actually, would that have won the game?
There you go.
I think it would have.
That would have forced, I think that would have forced, or that would have been a 2 spot, I believe. Yeah, 2 extra points. But that might have forced a different shot from Burchfield.
Yeah, it could end up being the game winner. Still 18-12, so Rawls and Kingsbury just 3 points away.
Here's where Hissner needs to lock in. Something just a little bit off, just slightly off this game. It's not the reigning national singles champ like we've seen.
And it is in for the wash. Well, this is a developing story for sure here for Alan Rawls and Chris Kingsbury. We've talked about it. Alan Rawls has been so close, finished in the top 10 in the world in singles and doubles last year, a finalist in multiple nationals last year, just couldn't get the win. Still looking for that first major win. And for Chris Kingsbury, just his second year. Won a shootout qualifier, but this would be the biggest moment, obviously, of his young career.
Man, the stats in this match are insane. You know, I was saying this isn't really the Hissner that we've seen so far. He's throwing a 10-4-5 and losing his side of the boards. A 10-9-1 out of Kingsbury. Unbelievable stats. I mean, we're talking some of the high stats that you see at this level.
Hissner still just locked in as Rawls finishes clean. A little bit of pressure here on this last bag for Burchfield, but no problem at all.
Stay hot. Let's go, Adam. We're not out of this.
The doubles world championship here in the ACL. We'll crown a singles champion tomorrow. Both players right now, just there does not seem to be any interest whatsoever in any type of defensive play. They're just flipping them in right now.
Come on, boy.
Yeah, definitely for Kingsbury, no need to defense. You're running up 6 points with an 18 on the scoreboard there. It's going to be Hissner or Burchfield that needs to make the move to force that. And it's so scary because when you start trying to lay blocks, you're just a little bit right or a little bit left. You give up 2 when someone's able to get around that.
I was just going to ask you, I mean, at this point in the game, do you risk playing any defense?
No, here's what you do. You run bags, but control the speed. Basically drip the front of the hole. Let the blocks happen when they happen. It's an unintentional block. And there's a good example of Burchfield just following the front of the hole. If he came up short, he's in a block position unintentionally.
Rawls a little short. I don't think that was done intentionally though, right? He was just short.
This is a big moment here. A roll attempt for Burchfield getting around the right side. That's going to force a push from Rawls.
And
there's
Rawls
a mistake.
Pushes one in. Open hole here for Burchfield. A chance to get 2 back, and he just does. And it's a 4-point game.
You could see Burchfield change the speed on bag 4. His first couple bats, and here he is. He's all fired up, but those first couple bags, he was dripping the front. Bag 4, he came in and hammered the back. He wanted to make sure he didn't come up short on that 2-point bag.
Yes,
so Hissner goes short with the block.
Now here's when you use 2 bags to slow you down.
Hey,
that's perfect,
baby. Come on.
Kingsbury gonna have to push through all this.
Right,
He's off to the left. And now another opportunity here for Hissner and Burchfield.
He's cleaning up, Jeff. There's the cleanup.
He's so good at that. And again, Kingsbury's got to be careful. He doesn't want to obviously give up any more than the 2 he's already going to give up. As Hissner is in, so Adam's going to tack on at least 2 more. And yeah, that's exactly what it's going to be. A run now by Hissner and Burchfield to make it 18-16. As we enter into Miller's Ale House primetime, round 27.
Oh, that's the speed I'm talking about. You see how that bag barely dripped the front. He's starting to pull the string back just a little bit.
Shot, Trey.
And somewhere out there right now watching this game, Matt Guy is starting to sweat a little bit.
Finish for me. One time.
Burchfield a chance to get a couple more here. Trey sitting on 19 all-time career wins, 1 behind Matt Guy.
In to potentially tie this game up. You cannot go and chase this. In to just give up 2.
Oh,
he gets
almost
a
able to grab it. And yeah, it's not gonna go.
Wow. How many times have we seen that blue Viper R trip tonight? This time it didn't. Here's the contact. He catches the front corner. That's what's important. Just hanging up.
Tie game at 18.
We're here for a reason, baby. Come on, finish for me. There you go.
Hissner a little left, but still playable.
Finish.
Watch for Kingsbury working the right. He does not want to touch that bag. And he did. He's not going to like that shot.
I'd say in the hole, but that's up to you.
Hissner has a ridiculous cut. He has the ability to do that.
Let's go.
Takes them all in. He likes it.
Way to finish.
Puts the pressure back on Kingsbury. And he's down the middle. Oh, the pressure.
I think he stopped breathing in the backswing. And then a deep breath after.
Come on, boy.
Tie game. First bag just kind of sets the tone. Ooh, and Rawls' bag skids to a stop.
Shot, Trey.
Perfect back block. Rawls gonna probably back block the back block. That's a shallower replace. Trey highlighted his ability to roll cut earlier. He's gonna need it right here.
Good bag.
Perfect,
Barely
better
got
there
it,
than
but
in.
yeah, exactly right. Still obviously in play and
Shot.
right in the way.
Same
of
thing.
Rawls.
Watch him land here, and then kind of cut around here to the left side. Little left on his
Hey,
mark.
make him shoot it. Make him shoot it. Let's go.
Jeff, you shoot this and miss, that is game. I don't like that. Rawls does not have a rollback. That would be the by the book. They're gonna take a timeout. I think this is a good timeout.
This will be an interesting conversation.
Can't be off.
Yeah, that's the only thing I would. But I feel like if you hit it, you could drag it possibly, you know. What do you feel better in, the airmail or your cut shot?
Honestly, airmail, but I don't want to lose the game on airmail.
Hey, either way.
What you want me to do? You want me to play smart or go
I
for
trust you. I trust you. I trust you. I believe whatever you're feeling. Hey, hey.
You think it's gonna drag you if I hit that, or just?
I mean, it might not. It might. It honestly, there's a chance that it won't. You have to actually. You would have to grab that side. You know what I'm saying? So, if you want to shoot, if not, just get around it. Hey, I trust you. Either way, hey, there's no doubt. Either way, you know what I'm saying? We're good. Let's go. I believe in you. Come on.
All right, we're gonna have to see what Rawls comes up with, but related to that story, I like the airmail if you're gonna get the drag. Mathematically, I like that when you're going to 20, but because this bag is sitting on top of Rawls' bag, that little bit of weight is gonna prevent the drag. I don't like the airmail here, Jeff.
The season could come down to this one final shot. We'll see what he wants to do. On the way, going for it. Oh, and he chips his bag in, goes off the back, and they're going to survive for another round. Oh, wow. Barely hanging on.
Way short on his mark. Now, what happened was he basically blew up the pile there. Luckily, he didn't hit Burchfield in. That would have been
Stay hot.
game.
3 more.
It's like, whew. Survive for another round at least.
Stay hot, boy.
19-18.
Give me 2 more.
Ooh, that's a little too left. Rawls is in, or excuse me, Kingsbury's inside arm, so this is his line here. He's over the board with his toss. Oh, he hits the front.
Yes, hit the dead spot. And now Burchfield
put it in.
and Hissner call
Yeah, just go in
timeout.
the hole this time. Just go in the hole.
Just put it in.
In the hole.
Just put it in.
Hissner definitely in good position here. Why? This is Kingsbury's
Hey, this is
line
you
right
all
here.
day,
He's
baby.
on the
Come
left
on.
side. There's this blocker in the way. If you look at Hissner's lane, he's clear path all the way to the hole. So he still has 2 bags in hand with a clear path. And there's one. He moved it.
Well, I was going to say, he still needs to get that bag in. Third bag for Kingsbury.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and now he just helped Hissner out.
Come on!
Oh, Adam trying to grab it, pull it back in, and now this has
but
got to be
yeah,
in.
Hopefully ours goes. Tighten bags!
Yeah. Oh, Kingsbury with a clutch shot. What an ugly round. This shot here to stay alive, and gets it.
Oh, we talked about it being a game's a fraction of an inch. A little bit more to the left. He's collecting Hissner's bag for the loss.
Shot.
What a shot.
Gosh. Oh, the pressure, and uh-oh, trouble again. So now Rawls is going to have work to do.
You can't go chase that bag. I think that he should lay a block here, something deep, and then play off of it. There it is. That's going to force Burchfield to back block probably here. Let's take a timeout. Lots of options on the table.
You like a block?
Yeah,
block.
Make him shoot it. 2 left.
I agree with this call, and when you block, make sure you stay shallow. You do not want to push up into this and move a corner to the hole, which would allow Rawls to collect or drag on an airmail. So block, but don't push up into the hole too much.
Gosh,
Come on, boy, let's go. Hey,
I got you. I got you.
Yeah, from that conversation, it sounds like they're just trying to use up the clock.
Yeah, block.
Get a good block.
2 bags in hand for each. Burchfield going to go with the strategic block. That's going to force a big shot from Rawls. Expect Burchfield to fire an airmail on bag 4 if he needs it.
There it is. Perfect block.
Hey, this bag's in the hole.
Burchfield calling it already. He's got game bag in his hand.
Rawls has to be careful here with this shot. Oh, hits it. Trey Burchfield to try and make it almost impossible for Rawls, and he does knock it in. And now, barring a miracle shot here by Rawls, Burchfield and Hissner might have the championship. Could be the last bag, and it's too deep off the back of the board. Trey Burchfield and Adam Hissner, your 2024 doubles world champions.
Where's Jen at?
Keep in mind, 3 players have been tied at 19 career wins all season long, one away from Matt Guy.
Where's Jen?
And with that shot, Burchfield has not only won a world championship, but also tied Matt Guy for becoming the winningest player of all time.
World champs!
Burchfield said this bag is going to be in before he threw it, and it was. Look at the reaction. You are a world's doubles champ with Adam Hissner. He is pumped.
What a battle over 30 rounds for the championship. Let's go down to Michelle.
Wow, what an electric finish. What's going through your mind?
Everything's going through my mind right now. That ties me with Matt Guy for all-time titles, and I have the most world championships now, and I still have tomorrow. So how can you not say I'm one of the all-time best players to ever play this game right now?
I mean, at the beginning, you were kind of quiet. What was going on
A
there?
little bit. I don't know. I was just trying to keep focused. Yeah. Just trying to put bags in the hole. It was exciting. This is awesome. This is so awesome.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Rawls and Kingsbury had an 11-5 lead at the timeout. Trey Burchfield, Adam Hissner come all the way back over 30 rounds. They win the doubles World Championship. That'll wrap things up here from Rock Hill. For Anthony Ione, Michelle Thompson, our entire crew, I'm Jeff McCarricker. Tune in tomorrow at noon Eastern for the ACL Pro Singles World Championship. This has been a presentation of ESPN.